Hello everyone, welcome to Santa Says. This episode we delve into some of the highlights of the week in terms of the arts and the series that I watched. And on top of everything that we do, it was so much fun. I had I had so much of knowledge and information and my own eureka moments when I felt like, gosh, there's so many things happening in this world, and we're just stuck in our own cog of wheel, and we barely have time to think or worry about whatever whatever happens around us. We are just bound by our daily chains of work life, and so much so there's no denying we all have to do it. um, I barely slept five hours, but this thing that I need to do with you here right now is most important. I have a few series and one or two movies, as well as one trailer to discuss that has blown my mind, like last whole week. So it's a summary of the whole week, the things that I was able to watch. Some of them I watched a few weeks before, and yeah, still I feel like this was worth mentioning. I want to start with nothing other than the Agency 2024 make of the CIA spy web series that was aired first in November 24th, I guess, on air. But yeah, like always, I'm a little too late in tapping into these awesome collections. And well, better late than never, as they say. So here we go. This Michael Fassbender starring the Agency is so much compactly woven with subtle hints of information that points towards um, the the sharp claws that America has all over the globe, and how deeply its claws are mm, embedded inside the the rest of the world and their politics and daily agenda. Although, of course, it is always in the interest of United States that these CIA operatives work, and but the governing agencies that rule them again have a lot of influence on the decisions that are made, and the consequences, the impacts, and the actions that um, reactions that all of these happenings evoke. Now, so this again, like I said, it's so subtle. The spy, um, sorry, the agency series. This main character, Martian. This guy is is been placed in Addis Ababa as a undercover agent for 6 years, where he is almost kind of have forgotten his own family, given up in his own family. Although, he just has his daughter, and he's a divorced guy, so he's alone, obviously ready to mingle. He has his affair in Addis Ababa. He has like a whole life in front of him. He is probably going to be thinking about marrying this guy, and suddenly he is pulled back to his London headquarters um, overnight, and this guy's psychology, the mindset of a super top level CIA agent, and someone who has his own life as well, and who cannot forget who he is when he is not the spy, but cannot disassociate also from his spy character, and ends up bringing challenges in his real life scenarios where his pseudo identity is interfering and kind of jeopardizing his whole being. So the ups and downs he goes through in trying to navigate this, the kind of support and kind of um, this compressed vibes that he has to face from his bosses, from his seniors, from his colleagues, the things that he has to overcome in the process, the teamwork, the collaboration, and the brains it takes to run an agency. These things, I mean, of course, it's not real incidents, but they so much resemble and kind of touch base with all different kind of global and national, international um, like activities, um, which result in such visual changes throughout all corners of the globe. These kind of impactful like decision making that goes on, this kind of considerations or not considering other human life values or the rights of other countries or their sovereignties. um, it's a dark web, it's a complex web. You cannot decipher the world as I mean, black and white. There's a lot of gray in between, and gray is what the world is made of. So again, um, hats off to Michael Fassbender for pulling it off so wisely and with such finesse in his character acting that a this guy deserves my standing ovation for sure. Sorry, I'm sitting down right now, but this is a mental standing ovation for sure. 100% deserved. Similarly, worth mentioning is Jodie Foster Smith playing as Samia Jahir, who is the girl that Michael Fassbender is in love with, and her own story, why she does what she does, and um, how she is also trying to um, somehow make her own life meaningful by contributing to the greater good of her nation, her society, her tribes, and her people. And that is the general sentiment, I'm pretty sure, of the people in that region of the globe. Um, there's so much going on with Africa and some parts of Middle East as well that that cannot be neglected and moved forward without having serious talks about why we have to do what we do every day. Why cannot we not just take a step back and try to do things differently? But that's, I guess, the the circle of life, the web of life is like, and we will all have to go through it nonetheless, anyways. And wow, so many other amazing performances too. But honestly, I was spellbound. I was flabbergasted. I could not take my eyes off the screen. Um, such immense, greater than life characters, grandeur presentations, the screenplay, the background score, the setups, the locations, and the whole story in general. Again, so subtle yet so much so saying about the worlds we live in today and the volatility of our beings in today's global context. We are global village, but we are not villagers yet. I guess it's, I don't know how many years moving forward. But yeah, we are a long way from reality or a utopian society, but it's always good to take your mind off by leaning back on your couches and going through these kind of mind bending, thought provoking, and horizons, knowledge expanding works of art, such fine presentations of human calibers and capacities. Um, Portrayed and presented on the screen for all of us to be nothing less than bewildered by. Those are some of the words I can come up with for agency. I am so glad to be doing this today. And moving on, I have the second season of our own home brewed, homegrown, homemade, the Desi Patal Lok. The Patal Lok, you guys, was first aired on television in 2020. It is a gripping crime and investigation thriller where, again, there's so much um, nativity and a naivety of the characters that are portrayed so subtly, and their daily lives again, um, like 180 to, like, degree flip side of what an agency is to what an Indian Patal Lok is about as well. Now, Patal Lok is basically um, a, a, a police station which is outside a famous river somewhere in the outskirts of Delhi. Um, and this Patallok police station has this inspector called Himmat Singh. Now, Himmat Singh is a very honorable, honest, just earning his penny and staying foolish, staying hungry, staying true to his soul and doing his soul work, um, doing his job. Like, there's such nice character. I mean, dialogue he says there. Um, Sometimes in this line of work as a policeman, you can either do your job or do your duty, which is so deep. And trust me, Himmat Singh himself, this guy, I mean, his real name is Jaideep Ahlawat, and he is one of the most amazing parallel cinema actors and web content actor. Not so much mainstream, but his depth of character acting is again commendable, super commendable, and this guy always does an amazing job, accompanied by a sweet wife Gulpanag. Again, such um, privilege to watch on screen Gulpanag all the time with her subtle smile and taking in of whatever characters he's given. But you cannot miss in this second season. You cannot miss the lady who is the like central character, because this story is set in Nagaland. Now, Nagaland has been going through its own conflict since a few years now. I mean, it's a long-standing issue in Indian um, state politics, but um, what presentation! Such delight to see Nagaland in its glory, and the sense of goosebump, the characters and the plot, the location itself, the 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 scenarios, the situations that were created, the kind of subtle depictions of drug abuse, with sexual molestation and malpractices in the society, as well as um, the police work, the hidden layers of political and um, let's say power generated manipulations that keep going on in the society. These things are such um, truly depicted in the sense, uh, truly a work of art, made with heart, and made by considering the public, and the public and their sentiment, like how to actually catch the public sentiment, kind of how to kind of make it compelling enough for the audience to be gripped to their screen. Everything has been such carefully checked and balanced out. And again, um, I thought this would be the second season and the ending of Patallok, but just realized that there might be a new season as well coming out. There's and I would so much be looking forward to it. No questions asked. I would, I would, I would love to watch a, a third season of Patallok as well. I mean, being in India, breathing Indian air, and watching all these international Hollywood series, mostly, you feel like you miss the volume with which we should have been, like we, the movie lovers, the art praisers, should be bombarded and constantly boxed with stories, having lived in a country like India, like, which is so dense in population. Imagine, like, each and every one of us have so much stories to tell. Like, we still lack so much in being able to produce that on screen. We have so much in terms of the kind of novels that are written in India. And again, Akshat Gupta is worth mentioning here. Um, his novels on Hindu mythologies and likewise are being turned into mainstream movies now. And yeah, we would love to see more of those novels brought into action, the spy novels. There's so many things. Even I grew up watching, reading basically when I was growing up. Um, I mean, there's so much comics, there's so much spy novels that could be probably converted into such amazing masterpieces, but we lack doing that for some reason. I don't understand why. I'm pretty sure it's a complex process, and the concerned authorities would probably want to, or are trying, and somehow going to get us more of these kind of compelling contents. But yeah, Indian cinema um, always, uh, never fails to amaze you, but um, kind of has been a bit disappointing in terms of the mainstream Bollywood charm that should have been um, received by the public in the last decade or so, I would say. Um, Other than a handful of, like, masterpieces by, of course, the masters in the industry. Um, if I take one name right now and miss the other one, it would be a serious, yeah, like, blunder on my part. So I'd rather not do that. Um, Indian series needs to evolve by leaps and bounds, and I would like to see it on the levels of Hollywood, um, so that moviegoers and um, like binge watchers, series watchers like us do not need to suffer having to watch any mediocre series online, other than just watching some compelling Indian masterpieces depicting and representing the true stories of our society, like again, um, Patallok Part 2 has done by delving into some very gripping stories of the Nagaland society. I mean, just by bringing Nagaland in the picture, it has started such a huge debate, a conversation, probably over, its need to be integrated more into the society, into the culture, into the art fraternity, and be explored more in terms of the contents. But the writers, the screenwriters, the producers, the directors, the actors, A1, A1, A1. And yeah, now, um, having said that, coming back to the first of my um, watch, the agency, after I watched the actual, this latest 2024 agency, I was actually, I came to actually encounter this by, um, yeah, by just sheer luck, I guess. The Agency 2001. My goodness, I wonder how did I miss that? Although, yeah, I was just um, 16 when it was 2001. So, yeah, probably makes sense. However, I would have loved to watch it back then. I wonder how I missed this. But this agency is an 2001 series, American action spy television series that followed the inner workings of the CIA. Now, this is aired on CBS from September 27, 2001 until May 17, 2003, lasting 2 seasons, but each season, I guess, has about 20 episodes plus. This premiered soon after the 9/11 attacks, was created by Michael Frost Beckner, and was executive produced by Beckner, Son Cassidy Productions, and Radiant Productions in association with Universal Network Television and CBS Productions. The program was allowed unprecedented access to the actual CIA headquarters. You guys, come on. Now, this, thanks to the partnership that began in 1996 when the CIA hired one of its veteran clandestine officers, Chase Brandon, to work directly with Hollywood studios and production companies, influence its public image. Now, there was always this connection, like, I mean, whenever you watch any movies or series related to the spy world, or something related to the crime and um, like, thriller that are probably um, kind of inclined towards real life incidents, or that actually are real life incidences depicted and dramatized for the viewers' screen purposes. Now, these ties up with the CIA. You can see during the ending um, credits of these many movies where you see CIA mentioned, you see FB. There's a lot of things like mentioned. So um, the art fraternity always has had ties with the government agencies as well, and like the news is made every day with real life factual stories that are not biased. That is what news is all about. It cannot be biased. It always has to be presented as is fact, and as a news presenter, one is only supposed to present the fact. Now, modern literature in terms of moving cinemas, movies, um, space, tend to dramatize a lot of things, but at the core, the story remains the same. And by dramatizing the incidents, they are actually also able to kind of um, bring depth to the characters, make them feel more lively and absorbed and reciprocated back from the society. So, like in our culture, we have a saying: without the wind blowing, the leaves will not shake or rattle or whatever. So you can take the gist out from what I'm trying to say is that every fiction, as far as I'm concerned, guys, is somehow has its inclination towards reality, because everything is real and unreal at the same time. So I believe in the artworks, I believe in the artists, and I believe in the of depth and the importance of the storytelling. And thus, I can clearly vouch for this masterpiece that if you ever get time, you should go through. It's a serious watch. I'm still in the seventh, eighth episode of this. The old 2001 The Agency TV series right now. If I find something amazing, I'll again share that as well. But it has aired episodes ranging from the anthrax attack to the 9/11 attacks as well, and like real life incidences of when so many geopolitical happenstances were either choreographed or orchestrated or like pushed onto the world um, by so-called the governors of the first world country, and those decisions have been laden onto us mere mortals since ages. Like we all know, right? I mean, the world is run by the powerful and the elites. So there's no joking, no mistaking that all of us are puppets of someone or the other, and hence storytelling is so much gripping. You can spin off anywhere, and you can spin the tales um, in any way you like. So hence the my fascination with the art world and the way stories are told. Now, okay, for today, I think I would just like to do these two series. Guys, if you get time, please do find The Agency season 1 2024 aired, latest Michael Fassbender starring um series, but at the same time, do not miss to delve into the beauty of the Patallok as well. My goodness! And while we are talking about Patallok, how can I forget to mention the Netflix latest Tihar jail um, version of the like crime series, basically psychological thriller based on the jail. Actually, a real life story of the hard jailer. Let me see. This is called The Black Warrant. It was released just like maybe 2 weeks ago maximum, and the series is based on true events and explores the dark secrets of the prison. This series is actually about Sunil Kumar Gupta, a warden at Tihar jail in the year 1981. You guys, come on! And the entry of Sunil Kumar Gupta. He is a lean and thin guy with a small mustache, but with nothing in terms of physical ability to be able to hold a prison cell like Tihar, which at that point of time was also holding about 5 to 6 thousand to about 10,000, I guess, prisoners. And Tihar has been considered to be the biggest, no, most notorious um, like jail and the rehabilitation facility in all of India. Now, the character of Sunil gets rejected by the senior police officer in the jail when he is coming for his final round of interviews. He's been told, "Why do you want to do this? Like, you do not even have the physique for this, and this place is going to fuck you up real bad." And even then, he is so depressed. He has responsibilities. He needs to get a job. No one's appreciating him back home as well. His parents do not approve him of being a police officer. That's so sad. In today's world, I mean, if I was a Tihar jail officer, I would seriously brag about it in front of my whole society. But 1981, it was considered a taboo when you had a sister to get married, and people would judge you based on where you work. And Tihar was considered such an absolutely dark place, that was away from the society, that no one would consider it a sane job or a sane place where uh, anybody from a respectable traditional middle class family would consider their children to be working as a constable. Now, this guy is trying to be there because, again, he has to prove himself probably somehow. But again, so much depth in his character as well. He breaks out of that nutshell, and he is able to prove himself. The guy who finally vouched for this um, newcomer employee, again, took me by surprise, was none other than the notorious criminal psycho killer of the 20th century, Charles Sobraj. Now, Charles Sobraj is um, in the jail already in 1981, and he is the one who helps reinstate his job, like makes it solid on paper. And this guy, the warden, gets his job. He has a lot to learn. He learns his lessons and triumphs, of course, makes so many changes in the jail, brings about systems that changes the organizational and the functional aspect of the so-called back then corrupted and power-centric bureaucrat-run um, jail. Even the rations were being sold out, and everyone was an accomplice who knew. This story, he has also published a book about this, but I could not stop not mentioning this masterpiece as well, played by Sunil Kumar Gupta. Now, this guy is a great actor in himself. Uh, I mean, a bit of a newcomer in a sense, but let's read a little bit about him. You'd be surprised to know who this guy is. This this guy, his name, I got to take his name. I need to cut this part. I don't know. I'm trying to find this guy's name. We'll do that. Just give me a moment. But yeah, please, whenever you have time, instead of going through reels and constantly, just watching whatever, try to get into these meaningful content. Watch what your um um roots are. Watch where your society is, where has been, and where it could go to. Now, having said that, I have been a big connoisseur of Indian cinema. I love Indian cinema to the core, grew up watching them, and I so much so believe that Bollywood has in many, many, many influential ways, and since its inception, and like torch carrying by um, Raj Kapoor and the likes of them, um, like have carried the Indian mentality and broadened the Indian horizons, brought about knowledge, morals, values, respect, culture, tradition, love, peace, passion, love, projections, like hope, all in all, a message of hope to the Indian society, and thus Bollywood, but in larger, bigger picture, the whole of Indian cinema, the cinema of the Indian subcontinent has collectively shaped mindsets and brought about a lot of positive changes in the Indian society, which is undeniable. The impacts of Indian cinema um, cannot be denied when it comes to understanding, as well as gauging the sentiments of the Indian culture, the Indian society. Now, of course, there's always good and bad, two sides to a coin. I do not believe in sides. I do not believe in coins. I will just say what I feel like right now, as a sense of um, understanding that has seeped into me by watching and giving my time to listening to these great and watching these beautiful presenters act and present the best of our society and help help create changes throughout the nation and in many ways throughout the globe as well. Now, okay, Black Warrant, again, a must watch in your list. So there you go, The Agency 2024, The Agency 2001, which again, when you get time, because it is super um, heavy stuff. So take it easy. The 2024 Agency is heavy while you're watching it, but super gripping, super thrilling, keeps you glued to the screen. You do not want to miss any bit of it. Um, and Patallok, again, the same intensity. I do not watch anything, that do not meet those kind of intensity. I get bored. I have started watching something. I'm not sure I should take the name of that series yet or not, but we'll talk about it in future episodes. Probably, I'm still watching it. It's in Amazon Prime. It's called I'll say it, whatever. It's Chidiya Wood. Starring like Jackie Shroff and a few other OTT characters. Not going there right now. Um, the the Patallok and the Black Warrant is a must watch for this week. I know it's if you have not watched it yet. Now I'm not sure how much of a spoiler this was. I intended not to be spoilery enough, but yeah, I guess whatever I said will help you settle down in the characters, give them some time, try to understand the depths of where they are coming from, their backgrounds, what they hold as their true values, and how that might help um, bring about a greater, deeper understanding about different societies, different cultures, different traditions, different values, how to respect each and every one, how to listen to them, how to nurture them or look forward to the ways to nurture them so that no lives are lost, um, no heart is harmed, no um, no fear is reigned supreme, or no, darkness is deemed eternal. You um, delve so deep within you once you watch these depictions of art that have culminated because of uh, uh, overall uh, understanding, a consciousness of human evolution until today's date, that you can only hope for things to move towards greater good and possibilities of building and becoming a better version of ourselves, of our societies, of our families, of our cultures, of our traditions, of our roots, of our earth, of our beings, and the likes of it. Now, before we go, I have only one movie I'll discuss now. It's again Gladiator's second part. Now, you guys, I have in these past few months since 2024, 2025, watched so many remakes, versions of different movies, that have been made into their second parts, but aren't or haven't been able to prove themselves enough, and that hurts so much, um, because they actually should have um, done that, you know. But yeah, I mean, what can you say? Stories are deceiving. I mean, you want to say something, but you end up saying something else, and nonetheless, we all have our rights to tell our stories, and we all have our rights to say it the way we want to. And if we choose to, I guess, this is all we can and should do, and tell our stories and just be us. And that should suffice, and help the conversation move towards um, greater good. Um, okay, so yeah, the thing is, I guess the my gimbal battery is kind of dying, so it's like, yeah, shutting down. Nonetheless, I'm also almost done. I quickly go ahead and yeah, let's see. Try to talk a little bit about Gladiator before I let you all be in your own evening spaces. I again have so much to talk about Acharya Prashant, and the um, constant like um, trumpet that he has been playing. Um, yeah, combined with mine, this so there's so much going on. Um, Beer biceps. Um, Talking about so many things as well, in terms of our spirituality, in terms of the work that um, like Ananta Ambani is doing in the name of um, the Anantara, the forest reserve, the rehabilitation center for animals. It's such an amazing, praiseworthy work. Although, like Ranveer clearly says, maybe we will not even get a chance to ever go there, but who knows, right? You never know. So, um, but I seriously appreciate Ranveer in the kind of content that he brings. Yesterday only I was watching something by um, by him along with Shivatantra Sadhu. Um, like he 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 said so many things and he didn't say anything at all. Um, he said he has met somebody, 1,000 years and older, probably is one of the Asta Chiranjeevis, and he cannot talk about any of it. But can you imagine the kind of times that we live in, the kind of Tantra Sadhana and the practices that happen in India, the kind of like culture that we hold, the kind of seekers that we are, we can openly talk about tantra sadhanas and having met these 1,000-year-old and even older deities, um, talking about, like, aliens who are still residing in Earth. And these aliens are basically aliens to us humans because we do not understand them. We are a different species. They were a different species altogether. Um, and yeah, I mean, so whatever is not looking like us is basically just alien to us humans, which is okay. Um, I mean, maybe things will unfold. Maybe we will get to hear more, um, hear crazy stuff, um, but hear about them in ways that helps shape more of our own gratitudes, help make us more grateful, and yeah, praising and praying to the divinity of our Almighty and the forefathers, and the richness that we hold. Um, the climate change is real. There's okay. The light is gone, I guess, about sunset. I'm gonna post this as it is as well. Um, Hopefully this will look all right in the screen too. Um, but we'll try to refine all of this as we go in a few days. This is still me learning to acclimatize myself with the camera, trying to be able to be myself. I'm kind of still camera conscious. I'm a very camera conscious kind of person. I I forget laughing and talking when I come in front of the camera, I guess, but I'm trying to get over it, and hopefully we'll do that as time passes by. So we were talking about Gladiator, such well pulled off, um, like version from its like legendary Russell Crowe starrer Gladiator some almost 20 years back. Now, Paul Mescal as the Gladiator, my goodness, such stern, such simple, such like just a human being, a being kind of character who knows that he has the blood of a gladiator, a ruler, um, but is um, faced and fated to confront his um, unfolding of his own greatness by um, performing as a gladiator in the arena, Roman arena. And the craziest performance was look at my face, the expression changing when I talk about the cunning role that was played by Sir Denzel Washington in this Gladiator Second. My goodness, I despised Denzel's character in this movie. It was so well refined. I mean, if you say it in Hindi, this like so much bad we can say about this character in one word. ऐसा हरामी character um, बनाया है डेंजल वाशिंगटन का कि आपको देख के मजा ही आ जाएगा कि भाई साहब क्या एक्टिंग किया है. I mean he's always been marvelous, amazing, and he again is also one of those Hollywood actors who are able to, outperform their own previous versions, their own previous selves, their own previous characters, their own previous acting standards, and defy all boundaries of being able to perform. And yeah, hats off. The way it has been pulled again, a little old already, not sure if it is still in theaters, but wherever you get a chance, go watch this movie Gladiator. It is such an amazing watch, especially if you've been a Russell Crowe fan, a Gladiator fan. When it was first aired, if you cried a little bit with Russell Crowe, you will surely cry a little bit more with Paul Mescal and Connie Nielsen. Now, there are again other amazing performances by Joseph Quinn, Pedro Pascal, of course, and well, one more time, Denzel Washington. What the heck? Hats off to you, whatever you were able to pull off here. Yeah, but not to forget, the like craziness. There is this like brought by Joseph Quinn, man. Like the craziness that was brought by Joseph Quinn and also Fred Hechinger. Like these were the two rulers of Rome when the ruler is dead. Um, the reins go to these guys. Um, After the death of Maximus, um, like the commander in chief is actually trying to um, uh, like siege the kingdom because the rulers are just like teens raised by wolves. Basically, can you imagine? There was a huge massacre, and then these two twins were um, like in the story said to be raised by the wolves. Not sure how much true that is in terms of history. Maybe you can tell me about it in the comments. But like the way um yeah, the way this guy has pulled the character Joseph Quinn. It is such a delight to watch after seeing him in Stranger Things, especially in the Stranger Things Part 1 and Part 2 season. Like, I was spellbound by his acting there as well as the big brother, and here now, killing it, killing it, killing it. All the ladies, amazing, and not to mention a very special character called Ravi, in the name of Alexander Karim, someone who is Indian by origin but is trapped in Rome, Italy, as a doctor in the Colosseum where gladiators are fighting. So, this guy, the Indian origin, is a gladiator himself, promoted to the position of a healer, now actually. Um, Healing the wounded, treating the wounded gladiators, basically becomes friends and speaks briefly um, about his origin story, which was so beautiful too. Now, just wanted to touch base on that as well. Love the inclusivity of the Hollywood, and in that sense, like all over the globe, this practice nowadays. to be inclusive in terms of bringing in all kind of race, gender, ethnicity, tribes, culture, traditions, trying to imbibe all of them in our artsy works and artistic productions, that it always adds to the charm, the visual glory, that um, watcher like us derive from seeing such amazing performances on screen. But yeah, this has been a fruitful session, I guess. It's been almost an hour. We spoke about a few series, one movie, but then, my guys, come on, coming towards the end now. I mean, I would actually want to end with a masterpiece of a trailer. Nothing of the sorts of, like, like out of the world, crazy, crazy, whatever, but I mean, just hats off to the thoughts and the way Mr. Season Bania, Nepali YouTuber, social influencer, and producer, has suddenly been able to surprise us all with this crazy looking trailer called Kathmandu Under Siege. Like, for a moment, I was wondering, whoa, whoa, like, really, is Kathmandu actually under siege or whatever is happening right now? Because the way this trailer has been shot, it is showing, like, Kathmandu, um, there's this guy, the main I mean antagonist, I guess, is the season himself in this trailer. He finds himself in the middle of an alien invasion in the ancient city of Kathmandu, and he must discover the reason behind their arrival and how to defeat them with the help of Daya Hangrai and Karma and Swastima Khadka. Can you imagine that? Like, it's, oh my God, I was watching so much serious stuff and doing so much serious being so much serious myself, that as soon as I came across this like, imaginative story, the and in the comments I'm reading, like, this has been aired 4 days ago, and yeah, the first comment I saw first time when I was seeing this was like, what a great use of the AI. Like, I guess Season is making this movie with so much aid of the AI tools available with around us these days. Like, hats off to you, man. Like, you have always been inspiring, and you're someone we look up to in terms of the achievements you have able to gather, and the fresh amazing content that you are able to bring on screen. um, you have you have made me spellbound. Like, I have no words for this masterpiece of a trailer. Never seen anything like this. Hollywood, Bollywood, Collywood, whatever word, there's nothing that is comparing to this level of creativity. Um, like, I mean, I'm just looking forward to what kind of story this might be here in the this first teaser trailer. He's just saying they came without any notice, and then you can see like some really nice armored like soldiers as well. But at the same time, it is clearly like images or visuals of UFOs, and also there is this amazing like CGI work. I don't know what it is called. There's a lot of terms. There's yeah, UJK concepts. Um, amazing work. Subscribed, and looking forward to much, much, much amazing content. Um, yeah, so I guess that's about it. I'm gonna leave you today with this much. And yeah, well, have a wonderful week ahead. It's already, my goodness, it's already almost the end of the month, Monday. I hope the all of us in this part of the East, a lot of us have already most probably almost concluded our day now, and looking forward to resting, enjoying a nice evening. Whatever I said, I know is not a review. It's just an honest expression of how I feel about what I watch, what I let go inside me, so that it helps me becoming a better version of myself. Um, there's a lot of saying about, like, why me, but this is me signing off, leaving you with a happy Monday evening. Try to watch the movies, try to relax, enjoy, keep breathing, keep nurturing those around you, keep providing, keep provisioning. May the Almighty bless us enough to be able to be a vessel, to be able to do all that was said. Bless Mother Earth, bless my parents, bless your parents, bless all your parents, bless your relatives, your friends, family, bless your neighbors, bless your community, bless your city, bless your society, bless your culture, bless your tradition, bless your country, bless all the countries, bless the globe. May Mother Earth be rejuvenated, may Mother Earth be nurtured, provided for, taken care of, so that she can yield and provide for us all for until eternity. And so be it, so be it, so be it. Amen. Good evening.